At this time, I'd like to call the regular meeting to order. The time now is 7:02. Requirements of the Sunshine Law have been met. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join me in a brief moment of silence. Thank you. Roll call.
Committeeman De Silva. Committeeman Eckert.
Present.
Committeeman Henley.
Present.
Committeewoman Hines. Present. Mayor Wisniewski.
Here. An approval of tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. The approval of the minutes, the regular meeting minutes of October 15th, 2019, the closed session meeting minutes of October 15th, 2019, and the workshop meeting minutes, October 15th, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. There are no scheduled appointments tonight. At this time, I will open the floor to the public for comment on agenda items. There being no comment from the public on agenda items, we'll close the floor. The monthly reports are posted on the bulletin board outside. The West Hampton Township Emergency Services, Police, and Public Works are posted. Resolutions. Resolution 114-19, payment of vouchers. This resolution approves the payment of bills through November 8th, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. Resolution 115-19, Chapter 159, 2018 CDBG. This resolution permits the insertion into the 2019 local budget of a special item of revenue.
So moved. I'm sorry, go ahead. Slow reader. Come on.
The amount is $78,000 and is for the Community Development Block Grant.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. Resolution 116-19, refund taxes. Block 1606, Lot 3. This resolution refunds taxes on a property due to an overpayment of $1,724.24.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. 117-19, Resolution 117-19, cancel taxes. Block 803.01, Lot 1. This resolution cancels interest on a property that had grass cutting charges assessed to it in the amount of $44.44.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. Resolution 118-19, transfer of appropriation funds. This resolution allows for the transfer of funds from line items that have an excess to line items which are insufficient.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on the matter? Roll call.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. Resolution 119-19. That's a typo, right, Mary?
Extra 9.
approve animal control contract. This resolution authorizes the signing of a contract between West Hampton Township and Willenboro Township for a period of 14 months for animal control services.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Eckert.
Yes.
Henley.
Yes.
Hines. Yes. Wisniewski.
Yes. There are no ordinances for the night, and we do not have any correspondences. Committee liaison reports. Do we have anything to report on our departments?
I mean, it's on dates to remember, but I'll just, reiterate it and just give, Mary and I just had a conversation about it. The senior citizens dinner, it will be posted on the website, and I think we're going to send out invitations as well.
Invitations are going out this week.
Perfect. So anyone who had any questions about if we're going to do it, or if it's still going to be done this year, all questions are answered. So, look forward to attending, the attendance, and it's always a good part of the holidays to have, the kids out there singing and just, be a joyous time of the year, so.
I have a few to report on my departments. The Historic Preservation Committee, we will meet this Monday, November 18th at 7 p.m., and that is rescheduled from the regular date due to the Thanksgiving holiday. The next Board of Education meeting is Monday, December 9th at 7 p.m. at the West Hampton Middle School Library. Timbuktu, we are meeting this Saturday, November 16th at 12 p.m. If anyone is interested, wants to get more involved in Timbuktu, we welcome any and all. So I look forward to seeing more people there. And finally, West Hampton Township Emergency Services, we have November 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. will be pictures with Santa at the firehouse. And additionally, I believe Santa will be riding around West Hampton on December 17th, 18th, and 19th. So be on the lookout.
Thank you. The only thing that I have as far as my departments is the police department welcomed two new babies to the department. Right, we had Sergeant Beery and patrolwoman Mickey Gable. Right, they recently just had two new babies. Other than that, there is nothing to report. Dates to remember: we have our annual rabies clinic, which will be November 16th from 9 to 11 a.m. The New Jersey League of Municipalities Annual Conference, which is held in Atlantic City, will be from November 19th to the 21st. The Borough Code JIF Elected Officials Liability Seminar is December 5th at 5:30. And the Senior Citizens Holiday Dinner at the West Hampton Middle School is December 12th at 6 p.m. And also the Breakfast with Santa will be on the 14th of December. At this time, I'll open the floor to the public for open comment. Nah. Yes.
I can hear you.
Can everybody hear him in the back?
So Gary O'Brien, 138 Winston. I saw this morning on the Arlington County Times website that Troy Singleton, who's the senator in the neighboring district, is introducing a bill about lead lines. I don't know if you had seen that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think we do need to kind of see what that bill looks like. Apparently there was only a draft that was released just to the press, so I haven't read it. I don't know if you have read it. Obviously it's lame duck, so there's going to be a lot of activity in the next 10 weeks to see what's going to get passed. I think it sounds like he's got everyone's interest at heart here in terms of protecting, the ratepayers, but I would like more information on it. So I'm hoping you guys can get it on your radar and maybe we can do a bill track on it if it does get, once it's tabled in committee, all right? So, thanks.
Thank you, Gary.
My name is Jillian Cargis, the Tribe of Berkshire. I came this evening to express some concern with the increase of loitering that's been happening behind my property. We had a public case 2 nights ago. My children are afraid to play in their backyard due to this. Last week, in the middle of the cold spell, there was a man with no shirt yelling obscenities in the right across from the fire station. I guess at that bus area, our backyard backs up to that. It's increasing. We've had to call the police several times. It's just really a shame. Children, sorry, speaking. It's just really a shame that my kids are afraid of playing in their own backyard, and it's getting worse. We can't go to Walgreens anymore without someone hollering in the parking lot. It's scary. My husband, there was someone out front of our house the other night after he called the police, and it was almost like threatened. I don't know what happened, but there's not much follow-up about what was on. I understand that there's no law being broken, they're not fighting, but it's scary. And my kids are scared. I'm scared. And it's just, something has to be done. We're looking for support from the township to see what can be done. Like I said, it's definitely increasing over this year.
Thank you.
Peter Arvello, 19 Berkshire. Probably just echo her comments, and I believe the township was presented with some letters from the Woodland Association, the property management team there. So, I've seen a majority of that stuff firsthand. But when it's all compiled together is when you start realizing, like, Christ, this is certainly it's detrimental to the neighborhood and the community, and then also as someone who eventually is going to have to sell their house, property values, the ability of that property to get tenants in affects their ability to upkeep it, affects my property value. Certainly curious in what the community, the police can do to solve the issue. Then I was also curious of what your thoughts were on the 30-room transitional housing unit that was proposed at the September 4th Land Development Board. It was 288-foot square rooms with annual leases that was proposed by Salt and Light Church as kind of transitional housing for drug addicts and those people going through difficulties in life. I was curious what the board members and committee members' thoughts were on that.
Thank you for your comment. Do we have any other comments from the public?
So I'm Pam Overton, 1 Devonshire Drive. This is my daughter, Ashley Overton, also from the same address. My kids have grown up in West Hampton. We love West Hampton. It is very disheartening, though, when I park over at the middle school, so that parking is blocked. The handicap parking is blocked by parents waiting for their kids to be dismissed from the middle school so that they can get around the buses. And it's also, I can't drop the lift, so I can't get Ashley out. But God forbid that we were to need emergency services at that time, they also couldn't get to me. Ashley literally has a central line into her heart. That is how we feed her. So over the last 4 years, Ashley has gone septic 12 times, and it goes fast. She could be fine, literally fine 1 minute, and the next hour we are racing our way to CHOP. If emergency services can't get to me and the spots are being blocked, they're being blocked literally. I took a picture of it today. I couldn't even do it today. After I brought it to the board meeting last night, the Board of Ed meeting, and what I get from the parents, because the parents stay in the car, what I get from them is, we've been doing this since the beginning of the year. You've been doing it wrong since the beginning of the year then. And I really believe that that statement should come from the top. If it asks the superintendent, I think the least that he could do is write a letter. And then notify everybody. That way, if the police come over which I'm hoping that they do. And I sent and left a message for the chief today, but I did not hear back from him. That way, they're not surprised when the police come over and confront them. They know that this was already stated. This is how we're going to handle it if this were to continue. It's not safe. I have a huge red handicap van. She absolutely needs it. We have 2 feeding pumps, there's suction in my car, there's portable oxygen. We need that stuff. But if I can't even drop a lift and be safe, those other cars aren't safe either. They block us in. I'm just really hoping that you all will do something, and that way we just don't have this issue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other comment from the public? There being none, we will close the floor. Committee member report, committee member comments. Lee?
Hold on, give me 1 second, just take this minutes. Actually, I don't have anything.
So what I will say about some of the issues that we're facing over there in the Berkshire area is something that we are aware of and something that we are continuously attempting to address. And I understand your concerns. I've seen, even issues at that Wawa is just back a week ago, but even the Wawa that used to be near Spring Meadows where I live, there was an issue there as well. So, it's something that is kind of catching momentum, and I feel terrible that, your children are having an issue playing in the backyard. Like, they're obviously removing homes to have our children to have that access to be able to have their private time where they can play together. So for that, I definitely apologize, but I want you to know that it definitely has our attention as far as not even just this meeting, but even a few meetings back. So just bear with us. But I think that you guys know that we have a pretty awesome police force, and knowing that it has their attention, we should see some things happen fairly soon. As far as the question that wasn't necessarily directed at me, but directed at the committee, as far as a 30 room place for rehab. I tend to be a guy who believes in second chances. But again, I feel like that we have the community and we have the police force and we have the fire department and the EMS that kind of can help us support that. So, without digging into that project and what's going on, I would say as far as my stance, I tend to be a guy who believes in second chances to give people an opportunity to grow and transition into a better life from what I've seen from other people in the past. That would be my stance. To end, I would say, again, I appreciate everyone coming out. I was overwhelmed when I came in and seen everyone, but I know that means that there's an issue or a topic that needs to be discussed and needs to be taken care of. And I respect that, because that's the reason why we're here. We're here to represent the residents. I want to thank the professionals for coming out. I appreciate the support and you guys being here. And lastly, certainly not least, about the situation with your daughter in the school. One thing I can definitely agree with is that just because something's been happening for a elongated period of time doesn't make it right. And I can tell you that it's something that we'll look into and that we'll have a conversation about. Obviously, you guys are residents that live in West Hampton, and you have a situation that's unique, but that doesn't make it, not important. So I want you to know that you definitely have our thoughts and you definitely have our action from my mouth. Thank you.
I'd also like to thank everyone for coming out. The loitering issue is a real problem. We know about it. We've been discussing it. My daughter recently got a driver's license, and I don't let her go to the Wawa after it gets dark. So it's a real issue. What I would ask is perhaps, Jim, I know we've talked about it, but perhaps we can put it on our workshop agenda and invite Chief into that workshop with us so we can start getting a plan or a path forward on that, so that, It's something we've discussed, but we need to get a plan of action together. So thank you so much for coming out. We all know about it, but it's unacceptable that your children are afraid to go outside. It's unacceptable. With regard to the gentleman who raised the issue, wanted to know our position on the Salt and Light, the 30 units. We serve on committees. I don't sit on the Land Development Board, so this is actually one of the first times I'm hearing about that. So I can't give you my opinion tonight on that. However, I will research it, and I will absolutely get back to you if you stay after and give me your contact information. If you heard delivering on reports, I serve on 4 committees. I'm rather busy. So Land Development is the one that I do not sit on. With regard to Ms. Overton, my husband sits on the school board. He shared with me, as promised, I think he spoke with you after the meeting, Chief Ent was out today. He had a pre-planned day off, something had to do with his daughter. But that is unacceptable. My child goes to the middle school. I know what it's like, even drop off at Holly Hills. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I saw your post today. Unacceptable, and I'm sure that the police, we really, this isn't something that, we don't know when it's happening. We know exactly when it's happening, and I think, again, if the parents are warned, this is not acceptable, and maybe they're in their own world, right? They don't understand the impact of what they're doing, and they care more about getting out before the buses. So that, and also as liaison to the school board, I will also follow up with an email to Dr. Petrozelli to express on behalf of the township that you came and that we need this rectified. So responding to everyone's comments first and foremost, on a lighter note, we will not meet again until after Thanksgiving. So I would like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. With my family, before Thanksgiving dinner, we sit around the table, we say what we're thankful for. I thought I would take this opportunity, since all of you will not be with me, to thank, first of all, our police department, our fire department, our public works department. I am so proud and thankful that we have you in our township. Mrs. Nancy Berkeley, that is her spot up there. She is the most informed, concerned, and engaged resident in West Hampton Township. She's here at every single meeting. And I am thankful for you, Ms. Berkeley, because I know that even if I am not sitting up here, you will be there challenging whoever's up here. And I am thankful for you. I am also thankful for my fellow colleagues on the board. It is a privilege to serve with you, and I know that we sometimes, we may not all agree, but we all want to put West Hampton first. And finally, this makes my heart proud. Usually there's Ms. Berkeley in the front, and that's it. There's no one in this room. So this makes my heart very full that many people are engaged. This is a packed house, and you're looking around like, really? It's a packed house. So come back. Come back, People come when they have an issue to share with us, and that's wonderful. We're here for that. But we're also here if you want to know what's coming on, what's going on in the town. You want to come at budget season. You can see we don't keep you all night. So if you want to stop by, we're always here. And we also do record the meetings. Not that you would want to watch us the next morning, but they are available. So that's all I have.
I have to go again, because see what happens is, like, Linda comes so prepared that you never want to go before Linda. So the one thing I did want to interject is I want to congratulate Mayor Wisniewski and Linda Hines on their victorious election, and just say that I can say that they worked hard, and this is something that they pushed forward for. Obviously, with Linda being my running mate, I'm a little bit heartbroken because she has to move on, but I know that she's going to influence, bigger and better things and look out for the West Hampton residents, in a different angle. So I didn't want to go without congratulating those two on their victorious elections.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm just going to clean up and
You took it all. I don't know what you're going to say.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to touch on a few things. Mainly, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. The meetings that we run here, they aren't that long, but we pretty much try to handle all the township business that has to take place. We appreciate the concerns that people bring up, and a lot of times we'll take notes, and then we'll go and talk to our department heads and see what we can do to fix it. Is it an issue that's been ongoing? Is there something that we can do to correct it? And I kind of forgot what I was going to say. The other thing, for most of us, I'll speak for myself, but I do know that most of us sit up here, when the meetings are over, we're very accessible. If you have any questions, our opinions on a lot of different things and stuff you want to talk about, we're all here. Sometimes this dais isn't the forum to get into discussions about stuff that's not germane to the business that's taking place, but a lot of times we can talk about it, put a finger on the pulse of what everybody's thinking, and then we bring it back to our workshops and our internal discussions, and we talk about it. So, I'll be sticking around if anybody has any questions and wants to talk about any new problems or concerns. You spoke about the 30-unit housing, micro-housing. That was very preliminary. It was an informal application that basically was just a verbal application in front of the Land Development Board, so that's so premature that we don't have enough information to really, comment on. But those are the types of things that we could always, bring up and discuss and kind of talk about our feelings and opinions outside of this dais. So, thank you guys for coming. The other issue that we had about the vagrancy, homelessness, and the people that are over at the Wawa. I live right around the corner, so I completely understand. Our chief had left very early today, but I was told that they had, that it's being looked into, the appropriate, and we're also working with the Burlington County offices. Progress is being made. The resources are identified to eventually resolve it. And anybody that has information that if you ever have a problem or you see something, one of the best things you can do is reach out to the township. Jim Brady is our administrator. I know his information is on the website. Jim, I don't know if you have any cards. If anybody feels that there's a problem or an issue, or there's ongoing loitering or specific people, call us up at the township as well. Social media is an okay tool because there's pros and cons, but a lot of times to get to the heart of the problem might be the best route to get a resolution, a solution to the problem. Other than that, and I didn't think about it, but Thanksgiving is going to be, we're going to pass it. So happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you in December. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
At first.